Hello, my friends. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. And with a new year, there's always makeup. Makeup and new releases. Today, we are going to be talking all about new formulation of Gucci blushes. We are no strangers to Gucci Beauty's soft, luminous, matte blushes. Well, now we have a new formula, and this is called the Glow Blush Radiant Silky Blush. Luminous blushes. I picked up 2 shades. We're gonna swatch all the ones that I have already existing. I thought we can maybe put 1 or 2 beside each other so we can see them on and you can see the difference in the formula, which is very much apparent, but you'll see what I mean. And yeah, friends, grab a snack or a drink and let's get to it. So let's begin, and we're gonna talk about pricing. In Sephora, which is where I bought them from, they're 67 Canadian dollars. I'll leave the US prices right here. We only see 4 shades at Sephora. I saw a few other shades lingering around. I'm not sure if it was a Gucci's website or what, or Nordstrom. I'll make sure to link blushes down below. They do have few more shades, but the ones at Sephora are 4. And I really like Sephora policy for returns and things like that, so I usually tend to buy from Sephora a ton of my makeup. At Sephora, we have shade 1, 2, 4, and 6, so you can truly see there's few missing. Number 1 is a very pretty pink. It's called Arctic Rose. Then we got number 2, which is the one that I picked up, which is Fresh Coral, and it looks like a beautiful pinky corally blush. Then we have Ruby Red and then Bright Pink. I also picked up Bright Pink, so I got 2, Bright Pink and the coral shade. Formulation, they do say that they have hyaluronic acid, they're long wearing, they have a radiant finish, they're hydrating, and they have a medium coverage. They are thin, silky smooth, and will deliver buildable color payoff for either a subtle wash of color or a bold. Ingredients highlight, we can see black rose oil and then hyaluronic acid. So the rose oil is gonna soothe and it's gonna comfort skin. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is the same exact as their existing blushes. These are the existing. We get those little stars all around the packaging. Now we have this beige packaging with these gold accents. I feel as Gucci does an amazing job with the packaging. I really enjoy this Gucci Beauty blushes packaging because it's very compact, it's little, there is enough product within it even though it looks small. Sometimes brands tend to do a bulky packaging and just the same amount of product. I appreciate the small packaging. These are beautiful to hold, that you can truly feel a high-end luxury blush within this packaging. I like the way that you open, so there's 2 little flaps up here. So one goes up like that. We get always a mirror within this packaging, and yeah, these I don't anticipate they're refillables, although they do have a little hole at the back of the blush where maybe they are refillable though. We get 5.5 grams of product in the blushes. Same for the matte, the regular mattes. Same thing for the Luminous. Now let's take a look side by side the 2 shades that I picked up. So this is the Fresh Coral shade. You can see it links pink. It kind of reminds us of NARS Orgasm, right? And then we have a Bright Pink. So these are them side by side. Let's go ahead and quickly swatch them. The texture is very silky soft. Totally agree to that. It isn't extremely pigmented, like I do have to swatch. So this is what the shade looks like. It isn't very opaque in pigment. I feel like the mattes are more pigmented. I could pick up more right when I swatch it. You can see it is a beautiful, dewy, gorgeous pinky blush. I was surprised that it is this pink. I thought it was gonna be more coral. Now, of course, the deeper the shade, the more pigment you get. So then that's our next shade. So these are them. I hope you can see that glow and that dew. There isn't any specks of glitter within these blushes. There's like truly glow and shimmer. They're very pretty. My skin is peeling. I did do my retinals a few days ago, which is never a good idea during winter time because then I have to film and I feel bad that I cannot be rubbing my cheek area too much because it's literally coming out in chunks. I've mentioned this like a ton, but whatever. We are going to do our best. We're gonna start off with the pink one, the light coral shade. I'm gonna take this brush from a BK Beauty, which is a angle brush, if I could speak. This picks up a decent amount of the product, and I'm gonna try to pat because, as I mentioned, my skin is peeling quite a bit. And you can see this is very soft, very light. The lights are truly washing me out. I was able to build it up a little bit more. I did already uploaded application on natural lighting on my Instagram, TikTok, and maybe YouTube Shorts. So do check out my other socials, but it is a buildable formula. It is very soft, very soft. I'm not sure if you're one that is looking for right off the bat extreme pigment. Maybe these luminous silky ones aren't for you. I find the other ones to be more pigmented. However, this is one of the lightest shade. I think this is the second lightest, so it checks in. The deeper the shade, the more pigment you'll get, and you'll see that with the bright one. Now let's go ahead and do the bright pink shade, and I'm gonna take it on Sonia G Designer Pro brush. You can see how pretty and subtle that glow is. It really becomes like a glow from within. It's nothing obnoxious, you know. It's not really a blush topper. It is a glowy luminous blush, but in the most just like soft and delicate way. I really like it. Some could argue that they look very similar, and I actually agree. I feel like both of these shades are very similar. Like, even if you see me in real life, you'll be like, like this does not look coral or peachy, or no, it looks pink. Both of them look pink. So that's like my only complaint, to be honest. I feel like even though they look like they're gonna be very different, I find them to be very similar once you apply them on. Now I'm gonna remove this side and I'm gonna apply one of the matte ones so that you can see what they look like on and how they applied and everything. Let's go ahead and apply Intense Plum. I think that they're close enough. Intense Ruby maybe it's a little bit closer in tone, but that one was limited edition, so what's the point? I want to apply something that you could get, you know, just in case you're interested. So let's go. When it comes to the formula, you can see how much pigment this really has. Not really how much pigment, but you can see how powdery it is, so you do pick up a lot. The other ones are more hardly pressed, and I'm gonna do the same type of application, and you can see that it is very pigmented. I'm trying to pat, and I'm just patting and being weird because, again, I don't want my skin to be freaking out or like peel. I did clean off my brush before I started this application, just in case you're wondering. So here you have it. I don't know if you could completely tell the difference. I hope you can. But this is more of a glow from within, very natural finish kind of blush. And this one is a luminous blush. So you could truly see the luminosity when, you know, I tilt my head with this one, at least on real life. I'm not sure the monitor and how it's catching everything in the camera, but this one I always find that the formula is very pretty. The regular blushes, the formula is very perfecting, and you know, with every luminous blush you have to be okay with texture to show. So I do feel like, if you're asking me which of the two I like better, which I got this question already on my Instagram, I feel like I like them both because I do love a luminous blush and I don't mind that it shows my texture. But if you're self-conscious about texture, remember, luminosity will show every single detail of pores and textures. This formula, on the other hand, is more softening, is very perfecting, very blurring. I love this formula. So for what's worth, there you have it. You could totally see that this is more pigmented, even though I applied maybe like 2 passes of the blush. I applied like 5 or like 8 layers of this. But again, there's something for everyone because I do love a buildable blush. Sometimes I don't want this much pigment, but the shade that I swatch is one of the deepest that they have. This is shade 9, you know what I mean? So this is one of the more pigmented blushes that they carry in the range. Now I do have quite of them here and I'm gonna swatch them briefly for you. I do want to just set my face so you can see it all come together. I think I want to, which setting spray I'm gonna apply? I'm just gonna apply this Urban Decay, just trusty spray. Alright friends, so this is our completed look. This is the luminous blush and this is the soft matte blush. Now let's do some swatching. So let's start off with newest Fresh Coral. That's Fresh Coral. Then we're gonna do the pink luminous one. Those are them, which I had already showed you. Now we are going to go from lightest to deepest in Gucci Beauty's blushes. Now we're gonna do bright coral. This isn't bright, but that's the name. This is shade 4 in their regular blushes. As you can see, it's a very pretty, very pigmented, very natural corally shade, but I don't think it's bright. That we have to swatch, which is Warm Berry. It's very pigmented. Oh, look at that. I don't really use that blush, to be honest. It's such a unique shade, but so pigmented. We have shade Soft Red. That's the next one that we're gonna do. Do you see this is red? Soft Red. That's the name. Soft Red. Okay, this is shade 8. Of these blushes, it is stunning though. Check out that bright, shade. It's very, very pretty. This is the one that I love whenever I have a more like warm look, of course, during summertime. Now we have Intense Plum, which is shade 9. And this is actually like coming out. Yeah, these are refillable. Like I didn't even, yeah, look at that. These are refillable, but there is a little glue at the back that came out, so I have to glue it back at ASAP. Look how pretty and bright that shade is. And then I think I'm missing a few shades that I need, you know, to like have a nice rainbow. Intense Ruby, which is shade 11. So these are all the shades that I have from Gucci. Yeah, I think I need like a more corals, less bright. I have 3 of the fuchsia shades. Wow. All right, friends, and that was it. Let me know down below which of the shades you prefer. Did you like more the glowy formula, or did you like more the soft matte luminous formula from Gucci? Let me know what you thought of the 2 shades that I picked up. Let me know of this rainbow. If you have tried these blushes, let me know your favorite shade, because I truly feel like I need another in between. Like, these are very like polar opposites, so maybe I need an in-between beigey pretty shade that shows up on me, because keep that in mind, these tend to be light. Like this shade, even though shows up like this, I have to do quite a bit of building up for it to show like that, but I still love it. I don't mind it. I love these blushes. I feel like they're very pretty. There is something for everyone, and I may look into the other shades once they drop at Sephora. I'm not interested in the other 2 shades, to be honest, but I did see very unique shades over on Gucci's website. So let me know below. Thank you, friends, for watching. Love you. Bye.